Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow and deep. Okay, let's do box breathing for a few minutes. So which happens like you inhale, then you take a pause, then you exhale, then you take a pause. So keep repeating. Okay. So breathe in, hold your breath, exhale, hold your breath, inhale, hold it, and exhale. Okay, breathe in, hold your breath, breathe out, hold your breath, and again take a deep breath and exhale. One more time. Okay, rub your palms against each other, generate some heat, roll it over your face. Okay, let's start with some basic stretches and warming up. Okay, so stretch your neck up and down. Side to side. Rotate your neck. Reverse direction. Okay, shake up your hands. Rotate your wrist. Sidewards. Upwards. Stretch your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Next, change, stretch your sides. The other side. Again, once more. Okay, next time. 3 times swing and clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Next, change. Take a deep breath and exhale. Okay, let's perform 2 minutes of Anulom Vilom. Just feel that the morning fresh air is reaching your brain and your brain is becoming healthy. Chalo, close your eyes and let's perform Anulom Vilom. Let's go. Good for your brain, guys. Keep doing it regularly. Let's go. between these two. Okay, relax. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Open up your eyes. Okay, team. Now, next for few minutes, we will be listening. Okay, for that thought generation which we did with "As a Man Think It" on the other day. So everybody, just get into this meditative pose. Okay, keep your spine gently erect, palm facing upwards in your laps. Okay, close your eyes, face slightly tilted upwards. Bring your attention to the center of your eyebrows and listen to these thoughts. Okay, be as stable and calm as possible. So this is one of a very good book, very deep insights available. So as a man, think it. Okay, let's go. Today's topic: effects of thought on circumstances. How the way you think, how it is going to impact your circumstances.
Effect of thought on circumstances. A man's mind may be likened to a garden, which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth. If no useful seeds are put into it, then an abundance of useless weed seeds will fall therein, and will continue to produce their kind. Just as a gardener cultivates his plot, keeping it free from weeds and growing the flowers and fruits which he requires, so may a man tend the garden of his mind, weeding out all the wrong, useless, and impure thoughts, and cultivating toward perfection the flowers and fruits of right, useful, and pure thoughts. By pursuing this
Okay, the first conclusion. So the way the gardener maintains his garden, okay, removing all the unnecessary plants and weeds, whatever might be growing naturally. So removing all of that and then planting the right flowers. Like that, each of us is supposed to maintain our brain, our thoughts, our mind. Okay. So either good thoughts you have to plant, or wrong and rubbish thoughts are always going to run inside your mind. And whatever you watch on social media and negativity around, if you're consuming that, your mind is going to become crap. That's it. If you watch hate, frustrations, anger, and only those things, internally you will lose your peace, and that's what your mind will become crazy, corrupted, and you will end up affecting you in a long run. So simply he's saying the way the gardener removes these unwanted thoughts and plants only the beautiful flowers, maintains it nicely, like that work and efforts are required on your thoughts and the mind. Really beautiful, right? You need to control how you think, and that's a good way of living. Okay, Chalo, let's see next.
process, a man sooner or later discovers that he is the master gardener of his soul, the director of his life. He also reveals within himself the laws of thought and understands with ever-increasing accuracy how the thought forces and mind elements operate in the shaping of his character, circumstances, and destiny. Thought and character are one, and as character can only manifest and discover itself through environment and circumstance, the outer conditions of a person's life will always be found to be harmoniously related to his inner state. This does not mean that a man's circumstances at any given time are an indication of his entire character, but that those circumstances are so intimately connected with some vital thought element within himself that, for the time being, they are indispensable to his development.
Okay, the second conclusion he's saying, okay, corely whatever is the thought process you might be carrying, around you, you create or attract those circumstances. Okay, as it is very important to understand. So whatever is your core thought process of life, you somehow naturally build that kind of circumstances around you. So if you are really believing that life is hard, it is very tough, opportunities don't come to you, it goes to somebody else. If this is your core thought process, that's how things will be in your life. It will be painful, it will be hard, you will not get opportunity and it will go to somebody else. Your inner self is going to create your circumstances. That's where he's going. Yeah, and if you believe you are good, you are capable, you get nice opportunities, you will be able to do great things in your life, good things happen to you. Okay, if you think like that, then the circumstances around you will also change like that. So that's what everybody will have their own version of this world. Somebody will be like, it's a beautiful world, and somebody will be, oh, it's a painful world. So whatever you think, that circumstances will be created around you. Your inner self is going to bring outer self into your life. Powerful thought again.
Every man is where he is by the law of his being. The thoughts which he has built into his character have brought him there, and in the arrangement of his life there is no element of chance, but all is the result of a law which cannot err. This is just as true of those who feel out of harmony with their surroundings as of those who are contented with them. As a progressive and evolving being, man is where he is that he may learn, that he may grow. And as he learns the spiritual lesson which any circumstance contains for him, it passes away and gives place to other circumstances. Man is buffeted by circumstances so long as he believes himself to be the creature of outside conditions. But when he realizes that he is a creative power, and that he may command the hidden soil and seeds of his being out of which circumstances grow, he then becomes the rightful master of himself. That circumstances grow out of thought, every man knows who has for any length of time practiced self-control and self-purification. For he will have noticed that the alteration in his circumstances has been an exact ratio with his altered mental condition. So true is this, that when a man earnestly applies himself to remedy the defects in his character, and makes swift and marked progress, he passes rapidly through a succession of vicissitudes. The soul attracts that which it secretly harbors.
Okay, so he's just stressing on to the point that whatever you think inside, whatever is your core thought process, that's what your life is going to be, that's what your circumstances are going to be. Okay, and the sooner you realize it, the better it is. Okay, so don't just think outside is happening randomly. You attract whatever you corely believe, this is what it is. Okay, so upgrade your belief system. Okay, be a, that's what he is using other words, like you are a creative force, you can choose what kind of life you want to build for yourself, what kind of thoughts you want to run. And once you work on these thoughts, automatically the results will be worked on by itself. Okay, so guys, thoughts is the starting of a lot of things. Anything that you see in the real world first was a thought in somebody's mind, and then that was put it on a blueprint, and then it was created in the world. So if you master your thoughts, the reality is going to shape up accordingly. Fine, take a deep breath and exhale. One more time, and breathe out. Okay, rub your palms against each other, generate some heat, roll it over your face. Okay, slowly open up your eyes. ठीक है, so guys, देखो, daily listening to these kind of things are going to generate new thoughts. It will help us to evolve in who we are as a person. Okay, so daily we started like in the morning, we'll spend some time doing that as well. Okay, now guys, like we were saying, it's Friday. We really want to check our progress. Okay, so when the week one happened of our evening batch career program, so as part of week one, we defined some goals, we came up with some pillars. ठीक है. Yes, देखो, some of us might have taken actions, some might not have taken actions, but the point is anything is fine. You have good time, you have a good life. It's okay to make some mistakes, but are you going to correct yourself? And how quickly you can correct yourself? That's the deal. So you have to be consistent and keep correcting your paths. Yes, if you have not taken action, there is nothing bad about it. But yes, today you are here in the morning, that is a good sign. And that means there is hope. So if you are on a track for progressing, a few mistakes are okay in the path. But then from there, you have to start improving and correcting yourself. Okay? So let's look at how our past week was. We started waking up in the morning. We started tracking our own progress. And let's see how the goals are. Did we really stay consistent to our secondary goals? Did we work towards our primary goal? Is there any progress? No progress. Aaj thoda sa goal review, we will be doing it. Okay? So fine, everybody. Okay, go to that sheet. I'll be sharing the screen as well. But meanwhile, whatever goals sheet we have written, guys, again, and if you have not done it, so please set up goals in each of the area. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so this is the same reference which we have shared earlier. Guys, you need to host this in your end. Okay, so yes, whoever are these two guys, okay, don't visit this one, download this, go maybe make a copy about it if you have access, otherwise download it as Excel file, post it in your own Google sheet and start editing there. Okay, so this is only a central reference so that it's a common link for all. Okay, and the first step which we already said in the week 1 itself, key for each of this category, okay, your health, knowledge and all, define a 1-year goal. If you have not done that, that is the first checkpoint which you have to do. We have been reminding it multiple times, but get started, do it please. So define it. Next, convert it into smart goal. So if you are not aware much about it, we discussed it for like 10 minutes in our session, but otherwise go to Google, read some blogs about it, watch some videos about it, so that you will be able to better make decision how your goals should look like, because it is very important. It should be measurable. It should be having a specific deadline. That is where we introduce this column as a deadline. Okay? So everybody, chalo, sabse pehla, you will need to start checking whether you have filled up all of this. If not done, put up an action item for yourself. Ki bhai, by today you have to fill up this, and you have to fill up the proper deadlines for each of this task. Okay? Kuch to lagao. Okay? Next, what we said is ki in the first quarter, right? January, February, March. So in the first 3 months of 2023, we decided ki we will work on one primary pillar, and next two will be our secondary pillars. So for secondary pillars, okay, so we said one primary pillar we are going to work and two secondary. So primary related pillar, we are already, we just started in the morning to recap it and stuff like that. But next week, once we get into the Monday, next week, Monday, we are going to do a weekly planning. As part of that, we are going to look at the ideas on how do you accomplish this primary pillar more. So this week started in middle from Tuesday onwards. So next week onwards, you will find more planning will be happening for primary goal. But for the secondary goal, there were two secondary goals that we discussed in one of our week 1 session, okay, where we are saying build a system around it, okay, which is on a daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly or quarterly, whatever, based upon your goal. On this much basis, how much time you will allocate, for growth, okay, and what those time slots will be. So we already defined this for our secondary goal. Accordingly, we have even set up a mobile alarm for this, and we have even blocked our Google Calendar for this. We have done this thing in the week 1 itself. Now we need to now ask a question, okay, in each of this goal, how did we progress in the last week? Did we first set this up? If we have set it up, how much have we really followed it? Or did we not follow it? Just be honest to yourself. Okay. Week by week, self-realization will happen and you will start becoming better. It's okay not to do things. But when you ask yourself, Ki bhai, abhi bhi nahi kiya, abhi bhi nahi kiya, a point comes when you will start doing it naturally. Okay, the capability is there. You just need to ask the right question. So fine. So what are you going to do first? Okay, fine. So this is first, like Q1 is there, but let's make some modifications in the sheet. Okay, add another column here. Okay, and just mention here week 1 and today's date. So everybody, you make this modification in your place. Week 1, today's date, 13th of Jan. So let's review how are we progressing in each of this pillar as of week 1 of 2023. Again, like we said yesterday, we have 52 weeks in this year. That's it. The year will just finish, 52 weeks and the year is finished. Okay, that means you just have 52 chances to improve, to get towards your goal. The countdown has already begun. Okay, so that's it. So let's start tracking our progress. What are we doing with this full year? It's just 52 weeks in front of us now. Now this is a week 1. Now in each of this pillar, whatever you might have defined or not defined, just write one liner about this. If you are not working on any of this, maybe just write it like hyphen right now, or not applicable, or just mention it, it is planned for the next quarter, whatever. But once run through each of your goal and just write one liner about it. Okay, did you, what is the status of each of it? Write one liner about it. Okay, fine. Take it over, guys. Everybody, if you have not done this, please chalo, let's start with the setup. You guys first define these goals, and all those who have done this, start filling up this week 1 status. I'm again sharing this link here. Guys, I'm just saying, be consistent and your life results will start changing, because we will take actions which will grow and which will give more results for us. Okay, again pasting the link here. Everybody, chalo, meanwhile I am also going to my goals sheet. Write one liner about every goal. Read your goal, read the deadline. Maybe you can even check your progress, okay, right now where you are and how much far away you are from your goal. Okay, 13th Jan. Just write down one liner about everything. Be honest to yourself. So it's just a summary of the past week. Okay, so with regards to every goal, just write down a quick short summary of one liner or a couple of lines. Okay, did you do anything? Did you not do anything? And all those who have not yet filled it, so first fill the goals, set up some deadlines, and then you fill this week one status. And keep looking at your deadline also. So is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever? Make your goals measurable so that right now you can know, try to measure it right now, whatever it is. Okay, specifically ask that question. Why weekly secondary goals you have defined to do it X number of hours per week in those slots. So did you really do it? How many times you did? And if you did not do, why you did not do? Really be self-reflective. Just think logical, guys. Thoda sa ask the questions, let your brain work, and just be honest and transparent to yourself. Don't try to manipulate. Okay, so I'm done with my walkthrough. Okay, देखो guys, what I have done is a few more things here. So sharing the screen first. Spend some time writing this 1 year description about you. Just one paragraph. Okay, in the end of 1 year. So mentally you have to visualize yourself. Let's say you are already in December 2023, and whatever these goals you have set, just feel that you have already accomplished every of this goal, and then try to psychologically just think, okay, what kind of person you have become after accomplishing all that. What is your life results look like? How does your circumstances have changed? And then describe that year. Okay, in 1 year, what kind of vision is you have? Okay, so I have done this part for me. Second, just put a lock here. Okay, so like freeze this row till this point. So you can do that like what? Format nahi kahan gaya? View freeze up to row 5. Okay, so why this freezing, I'll just tell you. But just freeze it till this point, and whatever due dates you have written. Okay, so for example, for health goal you might have set up a target, let's say 31st March. Okay, for knowledge you might have, let's say, a target, uh 2nd September. Or for spiritual you might have again set up a target like, let's say, 1st July. Just example sake. Okay, for personality goal you might have set up a target, let's say, October, 1st October. Okay, for something else. So what will happen is, let's say here you have said 1st February. So if you just define these deadlines very clearly, so you know what you want to do and by when you want to do, you can just simply sort it. If you just write these dates properly, always just have this list sorted here. So sort sheet A to Z. So based upon, okay, let's see, sort sheet A to Z 2023, 1st Feb 2023. So ideally this sorting, it works based upon date sort. Right now this personality goal, it is not sorting. So actually देखना पड़ेगा. Okay, so generally when you put these dates here with this Google feature of sort these columns, so it will always sort you with the latest values on the top and otherwise. Okay, so right now it's not 6 7. So थोड़ा सा maybe we have to experiment it a bit here, but otherwise in my other goal sheet which I have done, so it really sorts it out nicely. But ideally the feature is for that purpose only. Okay, so thoda sa let's experiment it out. But if you have it uh, somehow, okay, full this thing, this is blocking the sort. Actually you can just put it like this, and then now if you sort, then it will sort. Let's say if I choose something like 25 Jan date. Okay, so just unblock this because it was, I think, connected together, merged together, that's where it came. But otherwise you can choose this and then it will sort it. Data sort sheet A to Z. Okay, so yeah, it is sorting. So by that way, whatever deadline you have done, you just keep this column always sorted with that. So you will always know ki right now it's 13th of Jan, and you would know the seriousness of this deadline. कि अरे 25 जनवरी को I have to achieve this goal. So you would know how to get things done, and then what is the next deadline. So by that way, always your focus will be, I want this in this much time. Right now only this much time is there. That will help you to plan your next week properly. Okay, so just do this thing, guys. Chalo everybody, set up proper deadlines for your goal. Just whatever this top thing might be merged, so just unmerge it. Okay, just unmerge it, and then set up deadlines here. Freeze till column number 5. Okay, freeze till column number 5. Set up due dates and just sort this thing so that you will know how the things are. Okay. Once you are done till this point, just comment it in this chat as done. Monday go we will do the weekly planning. Okay, but our primary focus should be on these two things. Okay, primary goal mein how do you grow, and whatever secondary goals you have set up, the system which you have created, how do you really follow that system? Okay, now let's say somebody wants to improve in communication. We have already discussed about how to do that. Build a system around it, start following that system. Somebody, yesterday we said about knowledge, we said two things: reading books, upgrading your skills. Build a system around it, start following that. So whatever is your goal, let's make it measurable and let's work towards that goal. Okay, so that will be the primary focus. So we are just in the January right now, but just start following the system and we are going to make sure we follow that, and you will start getting results accordingly. Chalo everybody, once you're done till this point where your due dates are done, just confirm. And guys, yes, please try to follow this into an Excel sheet. Okay, because otherwise it will not just be, you will not be able to do it. Okay, if you have not tracked yourself, if you're not measuring your own progress, so it will just, things will be on paper itself or in your mind itself, which should not be the case. Let's get maximum results out of 2023. Okay, chalo everybody, put it into chat if you're done here. Okay, Akhila is done, Krishna is done, Suman is done, Mukesh is right now out of station. Okay, Afroz, here we are not even getting into quarter right now. We have just introduced a new column called as week 1, 13th of January, and we are writing the current progress in each of this area. That's it. If you have not made any progress on any of the area, even though you have planned for initial 3, but rest usme, if you have not done it, just say plan for later. Okay. So we are just feeling, we are not even looking at the first quarter that will happen in March. We will relook at our entire quarter progress later on, but currently focus on only this week. What did we progress in the past week? Okay, Krishna done, Ram done, Sankete done, Sanjay done, Sanjeev done. Okay, very good. Okay, now the next thing, guys, एक बार just recap and recheck. Is your secondary goal system defined properly? Do you still have the alarms running? Is the calendar proper? Whichever goal you want, let's say you want to improve in communication, just check it with that regards. Is it proper? And have you built that system? If not, and if you have, last week in the week 1, you have built some system, and right now if you are not able to follow it, just ask yourself a question: should you change something in that system? Okay, so what was the system about? Daily I will spend 30 minutes in doing this thing. This was a simple system. But now ask yourself a question: so did you really do it? Is it getting challenging? Should you change this system, or should you again give a try next week for this? So ask that question. Is your system proper, or does it need any improvement? Because if you are not really doing it, so where is the problem? Try to find the problem. Is the problem in you, or the problem in the system, or are you just setting up over committed plans for yourself? And if you feel you're not able to dedicatedly give time, maybe change it. Okay, over weekend I will do, like, you build a system. Okay, so guys, again, now the second step, everybody, review your secondary goal system. Okay, review it. Does it need change? Guys, everybody, chalo, go. Think. Whatever is your secondary goal, okay, whatever is your secondary goal, go to that and just check what system have you built for it, and is it good enough for you, or is it like under, you have set up maybe even lesser, you might have you might add more to it, or if you have set up high targets, it should be lowered down. So reconfigure. Chalo everybody. Okay, I'll just give you some suggestions. Like health ke liye I have built up a system for me. Okay, and yes, gradually I will keep improving. Okay, so first, yes, there are targets ki the body capability has to become stronger. Nothing but endurance, stamina, capability, like jogging for like 30 minutes. So my target is by March, continuously like 30 minutes jogging I should be able to do it in one shot. Okay, so that is the target set. ठीक है, तो सेकंड वर्कआउट वाज आई एम जस्ट फोकसिंग कि जॉगिंग में परफेक्ट हो जाना है बाय मार्च इन वन गो वेरी स्मूथली without any pressure. It should just become very natural for me. Okay, that's the target. Second, food intake pe I am planning to build a system. Okay, daily how much of water I consume, and weekly how much of junk or outside food I will consume. And because of that, last week I really made nice decisions to not eat that kind of junk food, because it was not there in my checklist. I just said only once a week junk is allowed for me, or outside whatever food is allowed. Otherwise, it has to be a home food. Daily, I should drink 2 liters of water, 2.5 liters of water. So slowly now I have built a system which I am following for improving on my own health. Okay? So I'm tracking it. I know what activities are required, and now I am going to measure my progress in those activities. And if you do these activities repeatedly, you will definitely meet it. Like this, you define your system, which you think if you follow will be getting the results for you in the time which you have followed. That's it. Think. The knowledge का तो बहुत simple है guys. Okay, daily dedicate 1 hour for knowledge growth. Awesome. Okay, fix that time, set up an alarm, just follow it. In that 1 hour, take up a book, take up a course on Udemy, YouTube, LinkedIn Learning, wherever, and just start practicing it. Start accumulating certifications in your bucket, whichever is going to help you in your career. It's simple. Knowledge wala system implement karna is very simple. Daily 1 hour dedicated to learning. That's it. Set up alarm reminders, and knowledge mein growth automatically will start happening. So it's a very easy system to build. Okay. देखो family and goals के लिए I'll tell you के what I have set up so that you can get some pointers. Okay, देखो simple. One thing could be yes, even though you are outside and all, okay, but if you can set up a target every week, you will actively call your each family member and just have a conversation. क्या चल रहा है, कैसे चल रहा है? Because if you're not doing it actively, you just tend to lose that. So every week I have planned that I'll call each of my family members, my brothers, sisters, and all, to just see what's happening in their life, how are things going on, what are they doing, what's happening, what's not happening, just a casual connect. Okay? If you're already with your family, you can set key every week, maybe you will just go out with them, or every 2 weeks, or let's say every month, watching a movie with family, or going out for restaurant or lunch or a dinner with them. Okay, something like that. Plan it, build a system around. ठीक है, every 2 weeks में एक बार lunch कर लेंगे बाहर. Or you can set up every 2 weeks में I'll get something from outside. Maybe every month I will give them a gift, or every 2 months I will bring some new gift for everyone in the home. Guys, it is very easy to do things. It doesn't take money also, nothing. It can just be done. Just that we are not doing it. Okay? So set up a system for building more relationship with your family. क्या चाहिए होता है? कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Time दे दो, थोड़ा सा gift दे दो, खाने पीने की चीजें दे दो, घूम लो फिर लो, and your family relationships will be always good. Point is, you're not investing that time, and then there are consequences. Okay? So if you start living a life differently, bonding will automatically be growing. Okay? So set up some system for that. A weekly, what can you do? Or if you want to do it daily, or choice, but weekly, bi-weekly, build a system around. Okay? So discussed about financial wala. Majorly people might have set up financial and career as the primary, so we will discuss it later. Personality wise, for communication, you set it up daily 30 minutes. I will work on my communication. Okay? Now in that, we have already given technique what you need to do. Stand in front of mirror, read this, that, blah, blah, blah. So maybe you can execute that. If you feel no, daily nahi ho raha hai, weekly, then say weekly I'll do 5 hours. You should even plan those 5 hours. When are you going to do it? Don't keep your system random. 5 hours a week, so when it is going to? Daily how much, and over weekends how much? You need to become very precise in your planning. Kis din, which day what you will do. When you are that perfect and precise in planning, then you will follow that. Randomly, if you just tell ki, acha, 5 hours a week I will do it, it will not happen. You need to get it more detailed. That's how you set your plans, and then it will become possible. So guys, everybody, set up here. You can improve on your communication. Health ka already gave some pointers, family ka gave some pointers. Knowledge is an easy thing to do. Daily 1 hour of growth in your book reading, one and skill upgrade, that will help you. Spiritual wise, yes, it's up to you, offering prayers daily. So at least ye to lagao ki daily you will offer some prayer in some form, whatever it could be. Okay, because you need to always remember there is a higher power who has created and built this entire universe and nature around you, and that's going to keep your egos down. You will not feel that you are everything. You will always know that there is somebody, the bigger creator, who has actually built this everything around you. So that will keep you humble throughout your life. You will start doing more of charity and helping other people, those who cannot take care of themselves, and that kind of nature will start coming out. So you have to invest time for that. So at least daily you need to remind that there is a higher power, and you should be humble and down to earth. So at least, yes, this has to be a daily target for you as well. And then fun, entertainment, social fun, dekho. If you feel nothing, because guys, it's very easy to do all these things. Even if you say कि okay, 3 चीजों पे focus करना है, but if you just decide spiritual daily 10 minutes, let's say offering a prayer, okay, knowledge daily 30 minutes, family relationship weekly something, you will realize you can progress on many of these goals regularly. It's not even required to choose 3 goals for this 1 quarter. You can work more than that. Okay, just understand self-realization, guys. Okay, fine. So just take 2 minutes of time, review your system, and define, plan it. Maybe in the same week one, whatever you're saying, just mention your system here. Okay, like every day, 30 minutes growth, and define that time. Let's say 8 a.m. daily. Okay, just build a system on how are you planning to improve in this goal. And that system, you set it up for maybe only your 2 secondary goals for now. But chalo guys, get started. We have just 5 minutes for today's session. But you can imagine right now it's only the week one. We are still launching thoughts and ideas to what to do, what not to do. When we come next week, that's what it's a continuous system that we are doing in the morning. So we will meet again on 20th of January, which is next week. And then we will track week 2 progress. And then you see today what we are doing versus in 1 week what you did. Did you improve? What worked for you? What did not work for you? And then week by week, you will start becoming a better person. Okay, that's what, guys. It's all matter of time. It's not one-time magic. Put it into a process and things will take care of itself. When you review your progress 52 times a year, you are going to accomplish it. Fine, guys, everybody. Chalo, let's close it. And once you have reviewed your secondary goal plan, just be honest to yourself. Last time, did you follow it? Not followed it. And now after reviewing, write the new plan for your secondary goal, so that next week you will execute that. And we still have few things more to be done. Primarily, it is just goal review related. Okay, and it will become very easy and very fast week by week when you do it. And just imagine if this itself becomes your life, planning your weeks, achieving your weeks, setting up targets, setting up goals in each of these areas. That's it. Life is always going to have only these things forever. और कुछ करना नहीं है life में. Your goals will change, categories will remain same. If you feel like adding more categories in future, add more categories. But your entire life will become so easy. कुछ problem ही नहीं रहेगा. Because you are daily growing and improving in each of these areas. Your mental capability, thought process, everything is evolving in you always. And that kind of a life is a wonderful life. no struggle at all, because you are upgrading regularly always. You will become hugely potential and capable. Okay, guys, if you're done with this, just type it in chat as done. Reviewing your secondary goal, if that is done, just type it in chat. Okay, so Sanjeevni is saying that things are going pretty nice and there is so much clarity on how to do and what to do. Okay, so yeah, happy to share, Sanjeevni. Keep it up, guys. Dekho, point is, I'm trying to share whatever I can, and these things, what I'm saying, I want to do it personally in my life, and I know that when we do it together like a group, it becomes easy for do. If I want to do all these things alone, I will not be able to do. I'm just being honest. Okay, I know that. I even tried these things before these programs to do things independently. Even after knowing techniques, I tried to do it independently. It doesn't work out because of n number of things. I don't know what's the reason behind that, but and that's where I thought कि कुछ अलग करना चाहिए, and then I created this group कि भाई साथ में करते. So when like-minded people do it together, it becomes easy for every one of us to do. Okay, and if we are doing it alone, it becomes very tough. So there is like, it's a win-win. You upgrade, I upgrade, together we are having this movement. Okay, guys, very good. So chalo, we are done with this. Now next thing. Okay, last week we have been doing gratitude practice. Okay, and again Prasad is saying he has already started getting a few rewards also initially. Okay, so that's a good thing. You will start getting results, guys. Your brain is capable. Now the second thing is, we did gratitude practice, daily writing 5 things which you're thankful for in your life. We did for a couple of days, like 3-4 days to daily kiya, right? Monday to Thursday. Just read it once, guys. Everybody go to your gratitude list and just read how your past week was and what are the good things which happened to you. You will actually start falling in love with your life. Okay, because you will forget the wrong things because you're tracking only the good things which are happening. So everybody go to your OneNote where you're tracking your gratitude, and that's what, guys, it's all a matter of time and consistency. So we did it on 9th Jan. Okay, acha, 9 Jan I did it alone, looks like, but with the group we did 10 Jan, 11 Jan, 12 Jan. Just read it all and just be thankful. Chalo, let's go. And we'll just share the attendance link and then close the session. But read this thing once. So when you do these actions daily, then you will have the data to measure your own life progress. Okay, okay. So done with reading, and you will realize that many of the things you will already forget also. Arey, ye kab hua tha, kya hua tha. So that's what our brain tends to just forget these things if you're not thinking it daily. Right now, if you think, you will reload it in your mind, and then you are reloading basically you are living a good life. Okay, fine. That's it. Just remind yourself and just be thankful for this life today. And I'm sharing the attendance link. Let's mark the attendance. And then let's take on with the day. Okay, everybody, chalo, chat. And the weekend we are completely off, guys. So Saturday and Sunday I have left it completely to you guys, so to organize it the way you want. Okay, but I would say ki don't sleep. Okay, thoda sa Sunday ke din maybe it is fine, but tomorrow I would highly recommend go outside to a park somewhere, a morning jog somewhere, अच्छे से enjoy your mornings pretty nicely. Just feel good. अभी बहुत ठंड रहेगी तो it's a different game altogether. Yeah, Krishna was saying 8 degree चल रहा है. Okay, and guys, this is another thing. From next week when we do these morning sessions, we want to really pick maybe one person from the group, and along with them have discussions, and then perform these all morning routines. So you might already see last week we spoke something with Shenu. We are at times speaking with Krishna. So anybody who really wants it, okay, thoda video on rakho. So I don't know, because behind the screen, if you guys are sleeping, I don't even feel like then asking, because bolunga and then you'll be like, no, I cannot speak, I cannot do this, drama zyada aega. So I feel hesitated to even reach out when the cameras are off. Okay. But right now I see Krishna, so I get confidence. Okay, we can ask Krishna to really do it. Okay. Yeah, we will, Suman, assign these buddies once everybody touches 5 sessions. So whoever has touched 5, then we'll do it. Okay. And yes, we have Jande with us. Jande, just give a short intro about you. Okay, it's been like long time. You are consistently following up. What are you? What do you do basically?
Oh man, I know it seems like I never really said much. Okay, well, I'm from Texas,
Mm-hmm.
the US. I'm originally from Liberia actually, but I've been in Texas for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I work with the mentally disabled people down here. So I am more of a human magnet. Yeah, I like what I do. I interact with them on a daily basis. Work with their well-being, their welfare, make sure they're taken care of. They go to day programs, um, those things. So basically, you are.
Very good.
I am the one to make sure everything is taken care of when it comes to their well-being, because if it's not done properly, you get in problem with the state, and we don't want that. But for a long time, I've really been having issue with my time management and being consistent, and I couldn't get a system to really keep me focused and structured. So one day, I think I was on YouTube and I came across the video. And most times over here, the same programs you have, but you have like life coaches, or coaches will be charging like, exorbitant amount of money to do it. Yeah. So once I saw it, I'm like, okay. And then you guys had a WhatsApp group. I decided to join the WhatsApp group and just being consistent, because I just wanted to show up for myself. I got tired of saying I would do something, and then I wouldn't come through. And then once I saw this, I decided to just give myself the reward of showing up and being consistent. And once you always talk about consistency, and you do show up all of the time. So I wanted to do it for me to say, okay, it can be done.
Nice.
And yeah, that's what I keep showing up. And I have one daughter who's in high school. She plays basketball. And she's another motivation for me. She's very consistent, even on the last time she was playing game and she injured her leg, she was still ready to go to practice the next day to play, and they keep winning. And when she loses at her game, it's not a good day for her. So that motivates me too. At 15, she has that drive. I'm the mom. I have to be that example. So that's why I keep showing up for me, so she can see as I show up, she'll do the same.
You said she's 15, is it?
Yeah. She just turned 15 December.
Okay. Nice. So you're saying you are taking inspiration from your daughter as well. Kiva is so much into her.
Pretty much.
Nice. And good to know you. Good to know you. It's been quite some time. I have seen you regularly joining in, staying consistent, even mornings and evenings. तो मैं बोला
Yeah.
देखते हैं भाई what is the story. Okay, good
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know.
Sometimes when I don't show up, yeah, it's either I'm a basketball, and we have different time. So I
हाँ,
think I'm the only one on here with like quite different times. Our times are really different, but I still,
opposite रहता है. Right now it might be
yeah,
evening for you, right?
yeah. Right now it's like 7:36 p.m. for me.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay. ठीक है, good to know, good to know. And all the
Thank
very
you.
best and congrats to your daughter for like winning the games.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wish her
Okay.
well. Okay. ठीक है guys, तो चलो, thank you everybody. Let's keep rolling in and let's keep improving in ourselves. Okay.